Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Modern Family. Tonight's host is Chrystee Pharris. Joining Chrystee will be AFTERBUZZ co-hosts Tangerine, Karen Ward, and Janora. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Modern Family news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, Chrystee Pharris!
Yay!
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Oh, have y'all seen this video yet?
I haven't. Oh, I haven't.
It's hot?
Me neither, but I know it's out.
Okay, thank you, Janora.
That's funny.
Southern girls, boy, they ain't wrapped too tight.
But y'all are,
you know, in
I'm
the
digging in my
nose, so I
breast
thought you
now.
might have
What's
seen
going on
it.
with your boobies? You
I-
pulling metal things
I
out of your
know.
bra? I thought them was your tatas. They not your
They
tatas?
are. No, I was trying to. Okay.
They not her tatas, y'all.
Hi, everybody.
They nice though, whoever's they are.
Thank you. They are mine. So, welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV with the sisters.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Modern Family edition.
Yes.
Oh
the
yeah,
Modern
sometimes
Family.
we talk about the show Modern Family on ABC, which is winding down this season.
Yes.
Couple episodes left.
Couple episodes
Yeah,
left.
actually 2 more. So we
more.
have this is episode 23. See you next fall. Yes, and then we have 1 more episode after that, which should be great as well. But I'm Chrystee Pharris.
Yes, and I am Janora McDuffie.
And I am Tangerine.
Yay.
Spelled TANJAREEN, last name .com.
Yay!
Yay.
And we are missing Karen, which she will be here.
She said she was 7 minutes away about 20 minutes ago.
And she gave us such a hard time when we gave her and you a hard time about being late.
And when we were
it
late, I want
happened
the
again.
audience to know that she was driving us. We carpool, Karen and I carpool together. And today I was shooting something for this.
You were shitting something?
Yes.
See, now that's not, I'm not Chrystee. I didn't say shitting.
yes,
I said
you did.
shooting.
Yes, you did.
I was shooting something for Speed Network, some channel on cable. It was really a funny little sketch.
It sounds
and so
sexy.
I came,
Sounds like a real sexy channel.
I know.
No, Speed Network. They do a lot of NASCAR racing, a lot
That's
of
what I'm
like.
saying.
It's
Anytime a
guy
girl
stuff.
is related to speed stuff.
Yeah.
Right. If it's guy stuff and it's a
you're
girl
right,
involved.
You're right. It was a little sexy.
You're showing something.
But not as much as my Sullivan Info Chronicles. But listen, when I was coming from LA, so I didn't carpool with Karen today, and I got here 45 minutes early. So you tell me who's the problem when we're late every week.
I think you might have to take that Huxtable away. Her name.
She'll come in with her sob story in a
Yes.
minute. She'll be here any minute, folks. It's the light-skinned girl that sits next to
With
me
the
every
freckles.
week
With the freckles,
246
Hello.
freckles. Karen Ward will be here in a
Yes.
second. So what's up with this episode?
Yeah, so you want to break it down?
Not yet. No. Because.
Before you guys break down the episode, please explain
Oh,
all
that's
these
right.
water
I gotta
bottles
do
on the
this.
table right now.
Oh yes. Well, you guys, if you've ever watched our show, you know that Tangerine is sponsored by Aqua Hydrate, and I always shout out aquahydrate.com. It's the drink for P. Diddy, for Mark Wahlberg, Vin Diesel, a lot of other celebrities are getting on board. As
And
soon as they
now
make it
the
official,
Sistars,
I'm going to be able to
huh?
say their names. And so because I've talked about it so much in the show, the Sistars were like, come on, can I get some water? So I talked to my guy, and he gave us all a bunch of waters to share so they can know how great it is.
Now let's do a
Unfortunately, though,
taste test.
Wait,
Hold on.
but also too, he did give us the smaller ones when you know
See,
she get the bigger
ungrateful
ones. You know what I'm
heifers.
saying?
I had to carry this stuff with all the other things I had to take to the set and bring all of this in on my own. And so I brought the short bottles
Yeah. No.
because you're about to catch a flight in 2 hours. Do you really want
I
big ass
know.
bottles? Can I say ass? You want big ass bottles to LAX?
She said shit out. And you're shitting something.
And I was shitting something on the set today. So, yeah.
There you go.
You can have big bottles next week.
I just tried it. Christy's trying it now. I think it's pretty good. What do you think?
I think it's good.
Right. It should be. It's the water for people who know the difference. It's a 9-point pH balance, and it's just really, really good for you because the other waters, I won't say the names, but the one that you can get in your normal store are very acidic. And they cause you more problem than good. And people don't realize that. They drink it all the time thinking they're being healthy, and they wonder why they're still getting sick and why they don't have energy. Yeah. You need to drink alkaline water, and this one is really good for you. So aquahydrate.com.
Yes. And moving on to Maria's book, which is the Every Girl's Guide to Life, which is excellent book. We have no holidays coming up, so that's good. You need to just buy it anyway. Just
Memorial Day book. When you're reading at the park, at the picnic and the barbecue, lay back and read the book.
I mean, look at that. You know, the fashion, you know, she's telling you the basics, you know, how to, you know.
No, it is great. I dove into it, and you know how things speak to you, or you get to a certain chapter or have a certain conversation at the right time.
Yes.
I read her chapter about organizing.
And you needed that, girl. You needed that. I'm just gonna put it out there. Janora needed that part, so I'm glad you found it.
Call us, Sister Alice.
I'm just testifying on your behalf.
But it was so true, and she not just gave organizing tips, but just talked about how your life is organized and how it reflects other parts of your life,
which is so true. I feel that way.
Clearing the clutter.
And
so,
I think,
thanks, Maria.
And I think that the reason now that you're clearing the clutter, I think that's why all those blessings are coming through, and why she's been booking all these shows. Matter of fact, as we speak, her show will be airing tonight on Grey's Anatomy.
Yes, the second episode she did.
Aired, depending on what time zone you're in.
Yes, yes. So hit her up, JanoraMcDuffie.com. She's on Facebook. She has a fan page that's actress Janora McDuffie.
Oh, thanks, Jessie.
She's shooting Young and the Restless next week.
3 episodes.
Clearly, according to my guy that I'm dating, she's the actress of the 4 of us. Because he always says, "What's the actress's name?" I'm like, sweetie, we're all actresses. But she's the only one who seems like one this month. So congratulations for that.
Yes. Why don't you tell them how to contact all of the sisters, and especially here on the show?
Oh, okay. Well, you're watching this right now on ustream.tv/AfterBuzzTV, but please watch the replay when it comes out in about an hour from when we go off the air, because we need those clicks to bring our numbers back up, because there's probably 400 or 500 of you watching it right now, and I thank you for that. But once we put it back for the archive online, it starts back to 0. So we need you to just click the button, watch 2 seconds. You don't have to keep watching it. But you can also get it for free in the iTunes section for podcasts. So go to iTunes and get it. You can get the app on Stitcher. You can get the app for your iPhone, your smartphone, your BlackBerry, all those fancy phones that you can take stuff with you. Get the Stitcher app. That's STITCHER. And that will let you know when all your favorite podcasts are coming, especially the AfterBuzz TV. And AfterBuzz TV will have their very own app very soon.
Yes.
And that's going to be really exciting, because you can subscribe to your favorite show on AfterBuzz TV, which we're hoping is The Sisters.
Yes.
And you can also call us tonight to talk about whatever it is we're going to talk about at some point. We're going to get into the show in our lives. The phone number to call in is 424-256-1729.
Yeah, and make sure that you do go to the podcast, you know, the iTunes, because right now Janora's show is beating our show right now.
Oh, the Vampire Diaries that she does after our show.
Yeah,
but it's over, isn't it?
It's over.
Yes,
so we don't have to compete with them anymore.
Yes, so
just watch us.
We just need, they're like number 3, and still, even this week, and so we need ours to kind of bump it up. You know what I mean? So give us a shout out. All right, so we're gonna have to move on and go ahead and break
also
into
before
this.
you guys move on, I just want to mention, if you guys have visited AfterBuzzTV.com, we are doing some site maintenance.
I was supposed to say that, and I thank you for not saying, Tangerine, you forgot to say. But we also have a website called AfterBuzzTV.com, and they're going through maintenance, as he said. It's going to last at least until Sunday, so bear with us. We're putting up new videos. Is that right?
Yes,
okay, cool.
yes. All right.
All right, let's have fun. What's the show about?
Perfect.
The show was called See You Next Fall, which is a very end-of-season kind of show title.
I thought so, too. I thought it wasn't just See You Next Fall. And high school, KIT, keep in touch. Remember, you used to sign that in your yearbooks.
Yes.
But yeah, Next Fall is in its closing. This is the second to the last episode.
I laughed a lot at this episode.
You did?
I did. I watched it by myself with no pressure, and I chuckled out loud. Because you know when you're with somebody and you're watching a comedic film or TV show, you want to chuckle because the person next to you, you want them to know that you thought that was funny. I was by myself, and I chuckled out loud a couple of times, and I said, I wonder if my sisters chuckled, because sometimes y'all are real hard on these episodes. But I found
that's
the Huxtable, light-skinned Huxtable. Okay.
I'm like, I loved it. Oh, you didn't like it?
She's like, oh, I hated it. It wasn't my favorite episode. I'm like, dang, you're a tough crowd. some brilliant writing on Modern Family.
He is growing on me.
What's his name? Because we have people that are listening on podcasts.
I'm so sorry. They're listening on podcasts. I'm sorry. The character
Ty Burrell. Phil's character is really funny.
Has always been my favorite.
When he turned around and did the whole little butt thing.
Oh my God! And he said it was much bigger before. I've lost some weight. They used to call me, and he said the Grand Can. I was like, did you just say they used to say your butt was the Grand Can, Phil? That was hilarious.
Funny.
That was funny. But we're gonna let Janora.
What's funnier?
Break it down. But somebody's walking in the room.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on and walk on into the room.
Come on.
At least you look cute, though. So
You
I
do
love
look
it.
Always
good.
looks
That's
cute.
a beautiful color.
Yes.
I like that color.
We
And
got to
your
wear the shoulder
sparklings.
down memo on this side of the room.
Shoulders
out.
Cute hat. Hi, everybody. Yes, I'm late. I'm Karen, and I'm late. How about that?
Welcome.
D-Ferg, I don't want to hear it. Like, he's sending me texts. Like,
Oh, Danny Ferguson. Oh, he's watching. Hey, Daniel Ferguson.
Daniel?
Shouts out. Shouts out.
That Doughboy SMA firm.
Oh, yeah.
Chris
shout out.
Mayo.
And
They're
also
all gonna tune in.
Trey,
this is
Zone
wild.
McGee.
Roderick, all that.
sorry.
I watch it every week.
Aqua Hydrate.
Joy.
You got some water.
Hi, Jesse.
Yeah.
Scoot over. Okay.
Yeah,
We're adjusting cameras. We're so professional
I'm
here.
so loud, Jesse. I'm like,
I've been meaning to talk to
Okay,
you about
well-
how loud you are, Karen. It's glad that you brought that up. Let's talk about it.
hi, guys. I missed you.
We missed you too. So Janora's about to break down the script.
Break it
for us.
down.
I am, but I think I'm gonna wait for Jesse to get in the booth so that I can have my close up.
I know that's right, because I learned my lesson. I was cracking all kind of jokes last week, and I was on a wide shot. I was like, I need my close-ups too. I feel you.
Top 10. I like it. I like it.
Janora,
I like it.
Yeah.
camera's on you.
All right.
Now you can
that
roll
it's
with it.
on,
Look, look,
me and my girl,
you know, what's
Chrystee.
up?
Yeah,
Get
what's
out of her
up,
shot,
what's up?
Christy. You don't got
she
nothing.
leaned-
She
no,
don't
no,
got nothing to
no.
do with what she's gonna
Y'all
say.
sound like some cackling hens.
That's what I said
Don't
last
they?
week.
Good
Yeah, they
Lord.
do.
You look pretty, Tan.
So do you. I'm a reflection of
now
you.
we had a, calm it down. Let's go on, let her do
She's
it.
told me
Did she
to
just
calm it-
check us?
Calm it
She
down.
You should just check us.
Yeah.
Just because you getting on a flight to New York City tonight, you feeling all high and mighty.
Oh, shout out to Black Theater USA. Hi, Black Theater. They show us much love on Twitter.
They do.
Thank
And Matrix
you.
South.
Yes,
shows
of course.
Us good love.
And the
Yeah.
poetic guy. What's the poetic
Yes,
guy's name?
Poetic
yes.
Panther.
Poetic
Poetic
Panther,
Panther.
Tracy, and his Patrick.
And
He's
Larry
got three
from
names.
Trinidad is still
Hey,
loving
Larry.
us.
And Chris Mayo. But let's talk about Modern Family at some
Yes,
point.
let's.
Right.
I'm going to lift up my computer
Okay,
here.
so we talked about the title was See You Next Fall, but we decided that the title should be called Just Be You. So it was really about being yourself and
Yes.
the beauty that you can find in that.
Nice.
So it all centers around Alex, the middle child of Claire and Jay, who is graduating from middle school, so graduation exercises, about to go to high school. And so, of course, all the family has to attend. So when it comes to Mitch and Cam, family number one, Cam, for some reason, is extra clumsy or something. He's falling into the kiddie pool. He's running into the screen door.
that made me laugh out loud.
Yeah, it really did.
That made me laugh.
Well, it made you laugh and Mitch laugh.
Yes.
But Cameron didn't think it was funny. And
No,
his
he
feelings were
didn't.
hurt that they were laughing at him.
Yes.
So it raises the question, when is it appropriate to laugh at someone? And what's the difference between laughing at and laughing with? And then when are we just being us and learning to laugh at ourselves?
Very well
Dang,
said,
we be
Janora.
going deep up in here and stuff.
Right?
What?
Oh, wait, it's about to get
Janora.
really deep later on tonight, y'all. Wait till we have
That's right.
see what
Whoa,
we have.
that sounded
Stick
sexy.
Did it?
Whoa, it's about to get really deep tonight. What's going on, Karen?
Oh, what's going on, Karen?
Hold on,
right,
y'all.
so-
Might have
I'm
to charge for this.
talking about metaphysically, the metaphysical,
Okay.
transcending the physical. How about that?
Well, back to the
Well,
graduation exercises of
rub
Alex.
a little bit of that on me.
All the families coming. We talked about Mitch and Cam. Now, what about Gloria and Jay? So it's funny
Jay.
because Jay,
Jay.
that's right,
That's
he
my
shows
impression.
up and they think something's wrong with him. I don't
Look at
know.
his eyes.
So for
That's
you guys who
hilarious.
are on podcast, we're looking at Jay's face right now. For you guys who can see this, if you didn't see the episode last night, notice half of his face is sagging. They don't know if it's a stroke. They want to take him to the hospital, but it turns out it is Botox gone wrong.
Yes.
And it
So-
gets worse as the episode goes on. He starts looking like an
really
elephant
does.
man.
It does.
Speaking of Botox, has anybody ever done Botox?
I haven't yet, but
Well-
I figure in about 20 years I'll try
I
it.
don't think I want to do that. Don't you get like stuck, or is that something else?
Well, apparently
That's
Jay didn't get
facelift.
stuck.
Oh.
He got droopy face action
Oh.
going on.
Okay.
But it raises the question: as we do age, do we embrace it or do we try to hold up time?
Not
a
in
little
this
bit?
business.
No.
Right, and then when does it matter, and how much does it matter in this business, and how far are we willing to go? And then when we do it, are we doing it for ourselves, or are we doing it to please other people.
I remember working on a show, and shout out to Justice. Thanks for watching, love. Justice Love. But I remember being on a show, and it happened to be a week that like the show was very dramatic, and this person, you know, had to do this dramatic crying scene, and they got Botox. And to cry? No, they happened to get Botox that particular week or whatever. Oh, no. So the whole time we're just looking and we're going,
yeah, you lose your ability to make facial expressions.
Yeah, you really can't do anything. And the whole time I kept thinking, why are they doing this? And they're so gorgeous. Like I just never understood. But obviously, you know, they're in the business. They've been in the business a long time. This is what they feel. Of course,
we're our toughest critics. If you look at people like Lil' Kim and Vivica and the what's that old lady's name? Joan somebody, the old
Rivers.
Joan Rivers. Her face looks like you can take it off at night and put it back on. It's like really, really hard and firm.
She talks about Reba McEntire. Did you guys see The Voice on Tuesday? I was like, man.
Yeah, so it's just this industry puts a lot of pressure on you, especially as a woman. Because if you look at a movie, ladies and gentlemen, you can have a man who's 65 marry a woman who's like 30, and we'll buy it. We'll watch the movie and not even question it. But it'll never be the other way around. Women are not allowed to age in this industry. So it was interesting to see on Modern Family that he felt the pressure of looking younger because he's not in the industry on the show. But he's married to this bombshell who people keep thinking he's the father of. So he got the Botox and looked ridiculous by the end of the show. It was really funny.
I do think that. Oh, go ahead.
No.
I was just going to say, I do think that times are going to be changing soon because I believe that over the next, maybe like by 2020, we will have more people over 40 in the USA than we will have people who are younger.
That's like some smart stuff. Thank you, Chrystee. Can we get a sound effect, Jesse?
Hello. So
I think smart stuff.
So I think
what
things are going to change.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
So I think things are going to change when it comes to, you know, that type of thing and people being too old and you have to be a certain age and all that kind of stuff, especially for women because they're finding that more women are the ones who are watching more TV. They're on, you know, they're streaming stuff. So we're going to see a shift and a change, and I think we're going to get more props than
my mom, for her birthday party, she had posters, I'm sorry, Karen, that said 60's the new 40. And they were all over her party. There's a picture of her looking too cute. And I was like, Mom, you know I'm going to use that when I turn 60. But you know what?
Right? I actually dare to differ. I think it's actually going to get worse. Although we may have a higher population of people that are older, I think we have such an obsession with youth and attractiveness that I think we'll just have modified and updated remedies and techniques and surgeries
I think so too.
To keep everyone youthful.
Well, I do think that people are still going to do that. I just think that there's going to be a shift where I think people are going to be catering more to the older crowd as opposed to the younger crowd. But I still don't think things are going to change. I mean, I still think people are going to get Botox and
it's going to be something easier to Botox. It's going to be a pill, and then your face just pulls back.
And I mean, and you know, the whole thing is you never know what's going to happen. You know, people always say, "I'd never do that."
Yeah, right.
Or in terms of technology, remember the breast implants, and it was the whatever it was used, the silicone, and all of a sudden it wasn't healthy, and now it's changed. Like, what are the long-term effects of Botox?
Right, even LASIK eye surgery, so you don't have to put on contacts every day.
Yeah.
We didn't really study it for years, and so we don't know that after so many years you might start seeing dots in front of your vision, or
or even taking the pill, you know, for men, taking the pill, you know, to get
the pill, what, the little blue pill to get your little wee-wee up?
Or, you know, truthfully, or even birth control.
Exactly.
We don't know the real effects of birth control. We're going to start having, like,
actually,
three-legged babies.
Do. My friend's mother made her promise never to get on the pill.
Really?
Right when she got cancer and got really sick before she died, she told her daughters never get on the pill because she was pretty sure that that's what had made her sick.
Yeah.
And she passed away when we were just getting out of high school. And so it's funny because her daughter now has 4 children, and I'm like, you heard your mama, we're loud and clear.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of side effects.
Well, we can definitely continue that conversation, but there's one other family we haven't gotten to.
What's
in terms of recap.
Still doing your recap. We interrupted it.
No,
That's
it's
what
okay.
we do.
Claire and Phil. So what was funny is they have to get to the graduation exercises because she is giving, Alex is giving the speech.
The valedictorian speech.
The valedictorian speech. And it's just funny watching Claire and Phil and all their antics trying to get there, riding the tandem bike, hopping in the back of the pickup truck. But what's great about Alex giving the speech is with her and Haley, previous episodes we've seen her and Haley just catfight, sibling rivalry at a 10. But I saw for the first time, or maybe the second time.
Yeah, because in the
Haley
car.
really loving Alex and being a little softer.
She even
to
called
her.
her pretty.
I know.
Yes.
It was great. But the debate is about the speech that Alex is going to give. And within the speech, just kind of brings up what we're going to talk about maybe. What's more important, being popular and beautiful and cool versus being intelligent or maybe deep and militant and
or maybe
truthful.
There's a way you can be it
both.
all.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I feel like we're that. We represent that.
Yes, we
I think
do.
everybody feels like they are. You know what I'm saying? You could ask a bum on the street and he'll
trying to
tell you he
say,
got it going on.
Smart.
But it's like,
And
what do
handsome.
other people see in you? You know, it's
Yeah.
great for you to have the, the confidence too. But some people have more confidence than they probably should. But I do agree. I think
you
we're
keep looking
all
at me when you say that, Ted.
because I was
What
girl.
you
I
trying
think
to
you the
say?
bomb. I'm just saying. I'm addressing what you just said.
Oh, okay,
I
so we're
address
getting
people
eye
and give eye
contact.
contact.
Thank you. Okay,
Yes.
that's mature.
Love is love.
Aye, aye, aye.
So those are the things that we are going to talk about on the show. And if you want to call in and jump in on the conversation, give them that number, Tan.
Go ahead, Ted.
That number
break it
is
down.
424-256-1729. Why you say break it down, Tangent, and you join? I'm
always
I
do
like
that.
how it
I
sounds,
was
though.
gonna say,
I like how
always
it
do that.
sounds.
They were hating on me. I think because I was late. So y'all
I didn't say
ganging
nothing
up.
about it. I don't care.
All right,
I
y'all
might
ready
have
for
talked
your
about
first
you before
caller?
you got here.
Yes,
Yeah,
Shout out to
Cheryl
Charles.
C.
Thanks for checking us out. And I'll see you in New York City.
She loves saying the whole name. Nobody else in the world calls it New York City except
All
Chrystee.
right, caller.
Caller.
What's
State
your name?
Where you from? And what's your comment?
Hi.
Hey, hello, this is Avery from Atlanta, Georgia.
Ah,
Atlanta in the house.
I heard Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't hear his name. What is his name?
Avery.
Oh, hey, Avery. What's
It's
up,
one
baby?
of your friends.
It's my brother.
Hi, brother Avery.
Can you
And he's fine. So he's a fine looking
Wait,
man,
how old
know
are
what I mean?
you, Avery?
No, if he tells the age, then you gonna know how old I am.
Avery,
No,
what,
we didn't
honey,
say
sweetheart,
if it was your older brother by
what would you
10
like to
years
say,
or-
Avery?
She got nervous about knowing her age. Wait a
don't
minute.
matter. It's
How
on
old are
IMDb.
you?
It's
we
on
just finished
IMDb.
talking about
Are you
ages
on
of-
Botox?
No, it's on IMDb. I
Okay.
was just making a joke. Go ahead, Mr. Avery Ferris.
Nice.
Yes, Avery Ferris. I'm 31 years old.
Dang, Christy's over 31.
Tangerine, hush your mouth. Go ahead, Avery. I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey.
Nothing. I just wanted to comment on basically what you lovely ladies was talking about. I think that, being honest with you, the beauty aspect of what's going on in America has just gone to a whole new level. You find yourself making women think that, that everything, that they're not as beautiful as they really are, and that, they have to constantly find themselves to, keep their upkeep and do things that are just absolutely ridiculous. So
Booty implants.
This has gone too far.
And why do you think that is, Avery?
Basically, I have to say it, but the media. That's the, they see it every day. They can't go anywhere from out of their front door to, to their jobs. To, everything they pick up, whether it be newspapers or television or everything. The objection. It's a subliminal message in their mind.
True,
and it
true.
basically just has them, but it happens for men as well. You find men find themselves having to, try to get hair implants or
Right,
or
right.
Or penis enlargement?
Yes.
penis enlargement. You're right.
You just wanted to say
I
penis.
did. I would say penis.
I don't
on
blame
air.
her. I don't blame her.
Sorry, it is a women,
A
Anyway,
women's
that's
show.
okay.
Thank
go
you,
ahead. I'm not
Avery.
Thank you,
Very
Avery.
well
Those are some
said.
good points.
The Ferrises are on point.
Yes.
I love them.
Hey.
I have a comment on my Facebook page from Abdul Majid. He says, I love this show. It's the N-word view. He says, I'm going to call it the obstructed view. LOL. Then he comments further in another comment. Some people need plastic surgery. I seen Vivica Fox without makeup, and she looks like Ving Rhames in Holiday Heart. LOL. Wow, Abdul Majid. Thank you for hitting up my Facebook page.
Wow,
TANJAREEN.
wow. And you know
That
what?
was
Shout out
funny.
to Black Theater again. They're resubmitting our tweets. I can't even talk. There is water in here. I promise.
Resubmitting? Why did you make the word retweet longer? You're such a show off. Just say they're retweeting us. They're resubmitting our tweets. She's such a show off because her parents were doctors and lawyers. Oh.
Dude, I'm just saying, I submitted it and they resubmitted it.
Nobody says submitted on Twitter. It's not submitted her. It's Twitter. Good grief.
I can't take it. My stomach hurts. my gosh. Somebody sent me a nice message on my Facebook so I can shut Tangerine up.
So, I feel like we won when we had that meeting the other day when we were sitting there laughing and eating.
Yeah, that got deep. And we discovered that you should talk to your kids about sex
at age 5. Yes, we have proof, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll go into that in June. That's another conversation.
Another conversation.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for the call, Avery.
Thank you
for the comment, Abdul.
Any other callers? So where were we? We were talking about.
We have another call too. So, but go ahead. Go ahead, caller. You want to take a? Okay. All right. Let's take the call.
All right, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hey.
This is Larry from Trinidad.
Hi, Larry from Trinidad.
Make me some peas and rice.
Hey, ladies.
Larry.
Or rice and peas. I always say it wrong.
I know, right?
Rice and peas.
So what's on your mind, Larry?
Hi.
Are you high, Larry?
I was just saying, do you have something to say?
Do you have a comment? What's your comment?
Well, I just kind of tuned in and regarding how the ladies
or men.
I think I'm hearing an echo. Let me
turn your computer down.
Turn it down.
Yes.
Turn it down.
You should know this by now, Larry.
I know. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'm 53 years old.
Ooh, really?
All right.
Yeah. And I really don't feel pressure, but I know women do.
Okay.
Especially women who are close to my age. And because they are competing with the younger girls, as beautiful as you guys are.
Thank you.
That was sweet. Thank you.
So, and I think I have to agree with what the other caller said regarding the pressures that's placed on society on a whole with the media, the industry that you guys are in, which is part of the pop culture. So everybody follows and looks at and emulate or wants to emulate you guys. So I think all in all, it's a pressure. Men don't feel it that much, but some men do because of their insecurities. Personally, I don't, because I take care of myself. I am getting older, but I don't act my age.
Yeah.
Cute.
Well, thank you.
And I hang around young folks.
Right, you do, Larry. And people from people just where he's from age very well.
I was just gonna say he probably has that dark black don't crack skin too.
Hey, Larry,
and you stereotyping.
We want to.
I am. That's what I do every week.
Thank you for calling in. One of the things that I do want to add on to what he was saying that I make sure that I do when I'm mentoring or when I'm doing autograph signings and I meet, because I meet a lot of young people when I tour and stuff and go to these colleges and high schools. I always make sure that they never put the focus on me and my beauty, but I always try to reflect back to them what I see and encourage them to be confident in what they do and that I am not better, prettier, or anything, and that it does. And I know it sounds cliche about being, the inside, and I'm just like, no, listen, once you know what you want in life, you will ooze the confidence that I have. So just know what you want. And I make sure before they walk away from me that I know that they know what they want to do in life and that they have a plan.
So you out there helping little people find their purpose in life? That's deep.
That is, Chrystee.
That's deep.
Jesse, do we have another caller? Yep, okay.
I like how she said that when I'm out signing autographs, I want them to know, don't just see my beauty, because I don't just be confident like me. I love you.
Hey,
I love you.
I tell the truth. Shame
Caller.
the devil. Caller. What's your name? State where you're from and your 1 minute comment.
30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Abdul from Jersey.
I like your voice, Abdul.
Is this the same Abdul that?
Thank you, Tangerine.
Did you write on her wall, Abdul? Did you just write on her wall?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh my goodness, Abdul. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect your voice to be this deep, Abdul. When I read that comment,
things to Tangerine. You
are doing some things to me. Let me drink some aqua hydrate.
Aqua hydrate. It is.
Well, listen, we give you props. We're not mad at that.
Well, go ahead with your deep voice, Abdul. What do you have to say to the ladies?
Well, actually, what I was thinking in terms of, I guess, the context of what you're talking about, I think it has more to do with economics than it has to do with anything else. I think newer is better. Anything newer people want, so make yourself look better. Anything that can generate money is actually what spins our whole system, our whole world. So
this is true.
Whether it be plastic surgery, brand new car, clothes, whatever it is, newer is better. So why wouldn't it transfer its way over to plastic surgery and botox and things of that nature? Just marketing.
That makes sense. And that reminds me, because, you know, Vivica and Little Kim, the examples I just gave, they were gorgeous women.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, when they hit fame and got some money, they did all this stuff to themselves.
You know what? There was another woman from Saved by the Bell. What was her name? An actor, Lark Voorhees. That was beautiful, gorgeous.
She got work done too.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Have you seen pictures?
Her in a long time.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
She was gorgeous. Y'all remember the black girl?
She got a lot of work done.
Thank you, SMA Firm, for tweeting us out.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Absolutely.
No problem.
Thank you,
Tangerine, you're the best. I love you, Tangerine.
Dude, you are the best. I need you to inbox me your phone number. Don't tell nobody about this.
We got a hookup happening.
I'm about to look at your picture on your page. Hold on. Hold on.
Daniel Ferguson said, Karen, don't let anyone shirk you for your firm grasp of the English language. Intellect is sexy and gets better with age. Thank you, Daniel.
Hold on while I go to dictionary.com and look up shirk. What is that
it's
word?
Shirk. S-H-I-R-K. Thank you, D, for helping me out here.
Well,
Shirk. I'm looking it up.
On what Abdul was talking about.
With his deep ass voice.
With his deep voice.
Wait, why did she just wink in the camera? I hope you got that, Jesse. She straight just winked it, yes.
How you doing?
And I've got something intelligent to say now.
Go ahead.
Based on Abdul's comment, which I thought was great. What happens, it becomes a system, and it becomes part of that machine. If it is about money, the people who make money are also the people who control the images that we see.
Absolutely.
I personally don't really know anybody with Botox, and I know beautiful black women who age gracefully and with beauty and dignity, but we don't see that.
Right.
What we see are the images that perpetuate, okay, you need to get Botox.
I think Ruby D is beautiful. I don't know if she's any work done. She's
I'll be
beautiful.
meeting her this weekend. I'm just sorry I just had to say that. Thank you.
So, but it all becomes part of this game.
Yeah,
you
no, I
know?
agree. Kevin Finley on Twitter, thank you for shouting us out, said, I'm not a woman, but there shouldn't be pressure to look a certain way. You're right, honey. You're not a woman.
You know,
I couldn't ask a woman to look, I don't know what you're saying, but yeah, as a man, you probably don't understand the pressures. Do we wear high heels for ourselves? Do we wear them for men? Is this a cultural prescription, or is it
we
an
wear the high heels
decision?
for ourselves because it makes the shape of our legs and buttocks look better. But
I
the
do like
name
the way my
brands,
butt looks in them.
right? But
like
the
the way
name
my
brands
legs
that
look.
we choose, we might have some $400, Manolo Blahniks on. A straight man usually doesn't care or notice that.
Right.
So we're doing
what's
that
good.
for women. But I think it's a combination. And
So what do men do? I'd like to know what pressures they have. So
That's
some
true.
men,
hopefully shaving their sacks, keeping their beards.
oh my gosh,
trim.
You know what I think it is? It's probably.
But I'm saying they should do that for us.
Well, I think it's probably making money.
what's making money?
Absolutely,
I
because
think it's
we
having
will
money.
look at a
Yes.
mud duck differently if he has money.
That's
Absolutely.
true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good point. So,
Christy is in awe of what I just said. I'm sorry for the word sacks.
No,
I won't say it
wasn't
again
even
this
thinking
week.
about that at all. I was thinking
I
about
mean, it's
something
good
else
to
that
do some
somebody said,
manscaping, though. I do think that's important.
Because they expect the women to do the same thing.
Manscape, yeah, just to
like
have
that.
a nice little something happening.
Right, I'm not mad at that. You know what I am mad at? You can look at shows like King of Queens or most of these shows that have a husband and wife. And, even back as far as the Flintstones with Fred and Wilma, it's okay for the man to be overweight or older, big
Yes.
and wide, and the woman, Wilma was a dime. I mean, you might not have noticed it,
Right.
but she never aged or never gained any weight. She had the great
Plastic
hourglass
surgery,
figure.
Botox.
He could put his whole hand around her waistline,
And they do
just
that,
like the
they
show
do
King
that,
of Queens.
Yeah, they
And
do
so
that
do you guys think
intentionally.
They
Phil
do.
Yeah, they do that
manscapes?
intentionally. They make her. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I asked
think
if like
Phil-
Phil manscapes. Do you think Claire and Phil have that kind of relationship, or
Now, Claire has kept it together. She looks
Yeah,
great.
She does.
yeah.
You know what? There was something on the news about her. Remember, we talked about it before in another episode. Claire on Modern Family was embarrassed because she's never
bathing suit.
usually in the tabloids, but she went on vacation and put on a toothpiece.
Oh, no.
They took a picture of her and they put it online and they teased her about being out of shape. And so she's not used to being, talked about like that or being in paparazzi getting on her. So she said she learned her lesson, and from now on it's all one pieces.
Yes.
And I was like, wow,
That's
how
too
sad
bad.
for her, because she looks like such a sweet lady. She's just trying to have fun on her days off.
Right.
And they
She
got
can
her.
get
they'll
family.
get you. They'll
You know,
get you.
she's
You know
an
what?
older woman who looks great.
I better not ever get too successful, because how I eat in public, I attack food.
How we just did it.
Oh
there.
my God! Like I get into it, and it's just
She
like,
was hunched over,
oh
y'all.
my God,
We all
I
had a
was
lunch meeting.
breathing heavy.
She was hunched over her plate. I was
I'm not even
ashamed
lie. I
for
go
her.
in with the food.
It was
and
hilarious. Like we fell out laughing because we were
She
like,
got quiet on us.
look, where the crackers?
That's
What
true.
I know
what the
it
rest
was
of the
it was a mess.
But
And
that
you
might be
have it on
sexy.
tape.
You know, in a culture, at least here in Hollywood, where women don't eat, like for a woman, and knows how to get down right.
I've had guys. Y'all know I do like to eat. You're not gonna have to worry about that.
We all do, actually.
Yeah, we do.
We are four women who eat.
Yes.
So, matter of fact, the fifth caller will get to treat us to dinner.
Well, here's your fifth caller right now.
I thought this was the fourth caller. Okay.
Caller, you're on the line?
Yes, I'm right here.
It's all men. Hey,
I know.
What's your name, sweetie?
How you doing?
Great. What's your name?
And where are you calling from?
This is Tracy, a.k.a. Poetic Panther from Orlando,
Hey, Tracy. Welcome back.
Hi, Tracy.
Thank you. I want to chime in on two things, actually. Karen had put out a tweet in reference to monogamy, and is it feasible today? And I think that ties in with the whole aspect of beauty. Men, women, all of us together. But seriously, think about it. If everybody wants to look good all the time, it's like, how can your spouse or your other significant other compete? And I think there would be a problem if everybody just kept looking good all the time, and they would always want to, move up and get somebody else, and they're not thinking about what they already have.
But isn't that what's happening?
I think that could be a problem.
I guess I'm not clear on what you're saying, Tracy. So you're saying we shouldn't look good because your spouse is going to...
No, we should look good.
So, I'm sorry. I'm not clear. I'm a little slow.
No, what you talking about, Willis?
You should look good.
We should look good.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with looking good. I mean, we all should look good, but I think we should take the attributes that we already have physically. Let's just go here and say God-given, and not worry so much about, with the after effects, the aftermarket things, the boobs, the butt, all those kind of things that you can buy. And let's just get back to the basics.
But how can we get back to the basics if everything we see on TV and in magazines and ads, it has gorgeous, gorgeous women with the perfect figures and perfect faces?
Or maybe men who have money and have prestige and clout, because I don't know if that resonates with you, Tracy, as a man. You tell us. I don't know if you're concerned about your boobs and your butt as women are, but there may be some things.
But you might have good credit. What's your FICO score? Silence.
755.
You inbox me your number, too. Inbox me your number, Tracy.
I see you, IBG.
No, I'm doing good.
Okay, go ahead.
I take care of myself, but I don't go that extra mile. I don't mind doing a little manscaping on the undercarriage,
Thank you for sharing.
I don't...
We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
That was much more eloquent the way you put it than the way Tangerine put it.
What, shave your sack? That's not, that mean I keep it real.
You know what? Thank you so much, Tracy.
We appreciate you giving we're about to take a commercial break real quick.
And we're actually going to get on that monogamy stuff, so you might want to hang around. Everybody, we want to know, is monogamy natural? Is that something we should expect? Or is that,
no.
Or is that, we're going to have some heated debate.
Tangerine
Before we
says
go,
no.
I do want to shout out to Jay Stokes. I hear you. I'm actually going to express your comment in a moment. And Classy Breeze says, the sisters, have you heard about the crazy study that explains why black women are less attractive than others? I can't talk. Yes, Classy Breeze. We're actually going to get to that. So you guys will be back in 60 seconds, and we'll continue the conversation.
Aquahydrate.com. P. Diddy drink.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
And we are back. Chrystee Pharris stepped out for a moment. Jay Stokes was saying that we shouldn't be concerned with, and I'm paraphrasing, with societal norms, but in pleasing ourselves, which is great. And I agree with you, Jay. I think that there's a balance. All of us are subject to how we're perceived in the world. And I guess it's just a matter of having such a strong sense of self that you can articulate and determine who you're going to be rather than have society tell you. Is that what you're saying, Jay? Give me a thumbs up if that's it. I think I expressed it. Daniel, our producer, is sending us tweets. Okay, D. Ferg, I got you.
Hilarious.
So, yes, into our hot topic. Let us know, women, Is monogamy natural? Men, is monogamy natural? Ladies, what do you think?
Well, I think it's natural.
Uh-oh.
It got quiet.
I know, right?
Raise your hand if you've never been cheated on. Anybody?
Yeah,
Crickets?
I think
Crickets?
Men and women are just different biologically. Women are just in terms of animals and how we are naturally wired to be. Men spread the seed and women keep the nest. Not to say that it's not possible, but I'm just talking about based on our makeup as
That's what I was saying
people.
when we were eating
Not
lunch the other
necessarily
day.
putting your own personality or your will, but
Or
just in
sociology.
right. Not
The natural, on a
the
biological
natural
level.
instinct on a biological level. No.
You
Okay.
said something, Tange. Can you say what you said at lunch?
What I
yesterday?
said at lunch the other day, what I said, thank you. What I said the other day and what I really believe is it's not natural. Monogamy is not natural for all men and women. I think in nature, you look at what's happening. A man can impregnate 10, 20 women all in the same day if he wants to, if he chooses to, if they're all ovulating. A woman can only be impregnated once at a time. And then she's got to hold on to that for 9 to 10 months. So by nature, we need monogamy.
10 months?
Because a real pregnancy lasts
Gotcha,
almost 10 months.
okay.
They just call
You're
it
right,
9 months
you're
just
right.
to make you want to get pregnant.
You're
I don't know. Because they really don't tell you the truth, and they don't tell you how much it's going to hurt. But anyway, I just think that, can you be careful because my cord is going out.
I'm sorry, I'm messing up Tangerine's cord.
I just think that it is, it's not natural to ask somebody who can impregnate the world at once to sit still and only do that to one thing. So he's taught that he needs to, and he tries really hard. And I think that, a man is only as faithful as his options. So if he's in a small town and there's not women,
good point.
And if he's not having a whole lot of hot chicks flirting with him, he will hold it down and be a great husband. And if he's really not, if he doesn't have like a religion that's making him feel horrible for doing, like he needs a lot of societal things to make him be monogamous and if
go
it's
against his nature.
to go against his nature. But it depends on how many years you put him through that. Because if you talk to somebody who's been married 30, 40 years, there's been a slip up. There just has. Because it's such a difficult thing to do for a man.
So then my question becomes, as the woman, what do you do? Do you just say, all right, that was his nature, I'm just going to let it go?
There are swinger parties you can call hotlines for.
Do you have an alternate
Visit
type
Tangerine.com
of
if you want some swinger references.
So you just let it go because you're like, okay, well, that's just how a man is, and
You guys are talking to me as a person in a relationship.
Questions.
I think
I
agree with you.
I mean, because this goes back with the Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff. You know what I mean?
Which has nothing to do with Modern Family. We just talking now, y'all. But
right. But I mean, we can explore. If Phil and Claire have ever had some indiscretions.
Yeah, nice job, Karen. Nice job.
Or even with Gloria and Jay, and that's why Jay decided to get botox, is he was maybe trying to keep her because he might be worried that she might.
Thank you for bringing it
have a
back
caller?
to Modern Family.
Walk out.
Caller, what do you have to say to us?
Hello?
Turn your computer down, caller.
What's your name? Where you from? And make a brief comment.
Oh, my name is Daniel, and I'm calling from
Daniel
LA.
Ferguson.
Daniel Ferg.
Hey,
What's up, Daniel?
What do you have to say on this topic of monogamy, Daniel?
Yeah. Chance, I was listening to you, so that's a mouthful. There's a lot to say there. But I think monogamy. Hold on one sec. Let me turn this stuff down.
You
Make
got
it
1
quick.
second.
You got. Make it quick.
Daniel, you know better.
Hold on. Now we got dead space.
Okay, sorry. There we go. So, monogamy's, I think it works socially, but I kind of agree with Tangerine's take on it in that it's not natural for men to be solely monogamous. Kind of sucks, but kind of true.
For the rest of your life, I mean, think about it. People get married around as soon as they get out of high school, maybe 19, 20, or if they went to college, maybe 23, 24. And then for the rest of their life, that man's not supposed to have sex with not one other woman. Here's
the thing, though. The thing we have to consider, and I agree with you, Tangerine and Daniel, I don't know if it's natural, but I do think it's possible. And we as human beings with higher thinking,
that's my point.
With
that's my point.
with
It's a
the
choice.
ability to think and to make decisions and to choose, we have the ability to commit. And we're also speaking on a biological, physical level. But when you enter into a union, into a relationship, into a marriage, there is the possibility of honoring oneself as self, where you are making commitments physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually to commit to a person. And that's where you'll come into a space where you're not necessarily being the impregnator, you're honoring the person that you chose to be.
Speaking of our governor.
And I also think that I also think that, again, what we were talking about choice, but I think if you allow your mind to wander, if you allow a thought to come into your brain looking at someone and like, oh, having an imagination about someone, I think whatever your mind ends up thinking about, it's going to try to complete it. So you got to watch your
thoughts. So you tripping on a dude's thoughts too? See,
I actually think you should be thinking about it. That's the problem. You don't think about it, and then you end up screwing your mate.
Exactly.
But that's what I mean. Like you can't really, you cannot allow yourself to even go there, because once you go there, that sucker's going to end up trying.
No, because I enjoy fantasy play and picturing the girl. Like we might see a girl out and I picture her. I might even take a picture of her butt. We use that together. You know what I'm saying?
If you need sex tips, y'all, hit up the
it's popping in my house.
I know, but that's a little bit.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
And I'm not mad at that at all. That's a whole nother thing. But I'm just saying, if you're in, let's say you're working on the set and you over here having these like, dang, like you just got to be careful.
But I don't think you can help it, because I just think naturally, if you might see somebody, your natural instinct might be like, damn.
You're going to give yourself cancer trying not to look at beautiful things because you're in a relationship. You're holding all this stuff in. You're going to go crazy.
I'm not saying that you don't appreciate someone. You can look at someone and just be like, having those type of things. But I'm saying when you get to a place where you're playing and flirting and all these little extra things that you're doing with somebody, you going to get yourself in a situation.
Flirting and playing is different than what you said. You said looking at and thinking, ooh,
Daniel, what do you think? Are you still there? Caller, D-Ferg, did you hang up?
I think he's off.
Okay, he lost him. Okay.
Thank you for the call, Daniel. We agree.
Yeah, so thank you, Poetic Panther, for appreciating what I had to say. Somebody did.
And what Karen said, ladies and gentlemen, was beautiful, because she is engaged.
About to get married. That's
so I don't have my ring on today, actually.
She needs to believe in monogamy, because that's important in a marriage.
I don't know if I need to be. It's a choice, and I think it's possible. And I will stand by that. I think it's possible, and it's a choice. And
I definitely think it's a
choice. That's the reality that
I've
created,
okay.
and that I live in.
Unless
Janora has a question.
Yeah, I have a question. So if it's a choice, and let's just say you got weak on one party or the other, do you want to know?
I want to know.
You want to know?
We talk about everything.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah,
I'm that type
I've seen
of girl.
video footage.
I rather know. Yeah,
I want to know.
And I rather talk about it.
If it's an ongoing something, all right. Let's talk about it. Let's change something, or let's not be together. But I feel like, I had this conversation. I can't remember who I was having it with. If I know, and let's just say it was that one night, late, drunk, we had fought, not to give an excuse for it being okay. By you telling me that, I have to deal with it.
Right.
Whereas if you know deep in your heart you ain't gonna do it again and whatever, you don't. You're absolved of your guilt after you
now
say,
you've got the burden on you.
But I don't
see what I'm trying to say.
I do see what you're trying to say, but I do think there's something to subtle energy. And the thing that we don't take into account as human beings is that although something may not be known or said, there is an energy exchange that happens underneath. And so the integrity, the wholeness of the relationship has now been castrated. That's no longer there, whether you consciously know it or not.
And as a woman, you always know.
It will come out. So
I
mean, that idea that innocent bliss ain't so. I mean, it's a level of authenticity that says, you know what?
I hear what you're saying.
This is what happened.
But if we just laid out at the beginning of this new segment that it most likely isn't natural and gonna happen, then are we setting ourselves up?
Let me tell you how it was in my neighborhood. I grew up in Inglewood, but I was in the suburbs, so everybody had a big house, a lot of money. The suburbs of Inglewood, West Side. It's no joke. But here's the thing: every married couple in our neighborhood, the men had a mistress that the wife knew about, and the husband and wife had separate bedrooms because they didn't want to break up because they had a family to raise. And we had a great, safe neighborhood, play outside, all that fun stuff. But there was a mistress on the side of all of these relationships, and I think that was what started my feelings of realizing that it's hard for men to be monogamous. So these women knew their man had another girlfriend, and they were grinning and bearing it.
Right.
Could you be in a marriage like that? You're 10, 20 years into it, You don't want to, you don't want.
I mean, I
say, honey, bring her over.
Because here's my thing. Well,
bring her over. Hey now, that's.
But here's my thing: if you know that it's a continuum and you know that is happening for a long period of time, then if somebody slips up for it, and you have that conversation and you realize, okay. But if I know you got something going on, and then you have a child, or you messing with this person, and then I get the opportunity. I mean, now you're exposing me to a disease and all. That's the kind of stuff to make you just.
But isn't it safer sex for him to just have one girlfriend and to be out wild on the weekends?
It's safer sex for you just to have sex with me. How about that?
How about that?
That's the agreement. That's the agreement we entered into. So let's just keep it real.
If you enter into that agreement, if you look at people like Monique and her husband, the comedian Monique, or if you look at Will and Jada, they've both celebrity couples have openly admitted that they have an open relationship as long as Will and Jada. I think they say that they have permission. Jada has to give him permission for the woman, and Monique they just do what they want to do because they've been friends since they were in were teens.
I just think it's all setting ourselves up for disappointment, and I don't mean to be jaded or cynical.
No,
but I feel like the idea of marriage, how we see it and explore it today, is a very antiquated system. You know what I mean? I feel like it's old school, and I feel like what is current and what's really real. It's the difference between the Brady Bunch and Modern Family.
What is really real is how you define it and how you hold it.
That's what I'm saying is we need to redefine.
Which is what I was saying with Monique and Will and Jada. They had their own agreement.
So I'm interested. You guys send a tweet at the Sis Stars. Monogamy is it real or is it not?
We have a caller that's calling in.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from, darling.
Yes, this is Atlanta, Avery from Atlanta again.
Hey, Avery.
Chime in on this.
Okay, welcome back.
Okay.
Yes, this is something that's really dear and hard to me. I've been married for 8 years.
Okay.
Right. And before that, I mean, I got it in. You know what I'm saying?
As you should.
I think it is definitely, monogamy is a choice. It's a choice that you decide whether you want to do it or not. I mean, no different than you waking up and say, you know what? I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to look good. I want to do this. I mean, it's something that really, like, I would have to agree with what was said earlier by you ladies, saying that literally it is something that you make that commitment. You say, okay, this is just something I do. This is something I'm totally going to commit myself to, and you just have to really just totally make that change. It's not something that you find yourself, because naturally, I mean, you, from a man's perspective, from my perspective, you could easily just say, like you said, just jump right in and say, oh, I'm gonna go from girl to girl to girl, because it's easy. And for women, it's the exact same way.
Right.
But it's choice. I think everything is pro-choice. I mean, in that perspective, because the naturalness of having sex is, or even being in a relationship, I mean, you can do it subconsciously. Just like a man, like you said, being, you being drunk or having a mishaps or you just saying like you said earlier, oh man, he's nice looking or she's nice looking, and you do it knowing that that's not even who you want to be with or what you're about.
Right. And that's my point, because even if a guy slips up, because like I said, thank you for your call, Avery. Like I said, a man is only as faithful as his options, and being faithful is an option. It's a choice. But if he slips up in like a 10-year relationship, he messes up once or twice, I don't think it means he loves his wife any less.
So what do you think was happening with Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger and his housekeeper? So was that just
were pregnant at the same? I mean,
right. So what happened? Did he have sex with the housekeeper and then a couple days later have sex with his wife?
Probably not even a couple days later.
Yeah,
okay,
because if they having a baby
days apart.
Wait, now I thought there was like 3 years apart. I thought the kid was 10 and the youngest is 13.
I think they're both the same. I think they're around the same age. Is what the new rumor.
And even whether they are or not, he was married at the time and living with. I mean, he had a wife, and this woman was living in the home, so it's still wrong. If that's not the agreement that Maria made with him.
And it looks like it always comes back to bite you, because
now we got Arnold Schwarzenegger, we have Tony with Eva Longoria, we've got Brett Favre,
Halle Berry can't keep a man because Halle is supposed to be one of the finest colored
Because
women.
that just
if I can
goes to
say
show
colored
you going
on the-
back. Did you just say colored? You
Yeah,
colored
women. You meant
But
Negro.
the funny thing is, I can say women of color, and that's fine. It's so much more modern.
you can't say
but
colored
I can't
women.
say colored women.
No.
And I gotta say African American. It's too many syllables, y'all.
Baby T, thank you
Halle
for
Berry's
showing.
fine as hell, and people cheat on her all the time.
Exactly, because it's got nothing to do with how you look.
So if she got a bad personality, she bad in the bed. What is wrong with Halle? Why can't she keep a man?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's a
Even
subconscious
Longoria
thing.
can't keep her man. What is going on? It's not
but
natural.
it's blaming the women about they can't keep the man. The
No,
man
I'm
can't
saying-
keep the woman.
I'm saying
How about
the man
that?
All right, I want to pipe in right here.
Please.
Uh-oh, there's a man.
I want to give props because my mom will be so happy that I do this online. But my parents had just celebrated their 33rd anniversary.
Oh, wonderful.
That's great.
And it was my father who always taught me that the only way that a relationship is going to last is you have to find your best friend. They've been best friends since 15 years old.
I love
That's
and they've been
sweet.
together.
Okay, I think.
But how many times has he cheated?
Absolutely. I can guarantee, without even having that
And I believe
conversation
that.
with
That's
him,
not even possible.
I
can
believe that is
guarantee
possible.
that
That's
my
great.
father
No, it's not
never
possible for him to
I think that's
guarantee
good
it.
advice. But then
even had the thought of it.
That's
when-
good. Congratulations.
That's great,
to them.
Jesse.
Yay to Jesse's
But when
daddy.
you meet people and you're in a area to want to date, when do you become friends first? You know what I'm saying? I meet you, you meet me. Right away, it's sexual attraction, tension, something. We're not friends.
Right.
But you can develop
But
a
I'm in a relationship with somebody that I wasn't attracted to when I first met them, and so we were friends. And so
Unless it's a situation where one person is unavailable or one person doesn't like the other person.
But I
that's
don't
what
think,
it was.
I don't think a
was like,
friendship.
oh, he's cool, and I didn't notice him, but we
That's
became really
interesting.
good friends.
I don't think a
because we kept seeing
friendship
each
has
other.
to be devoid of attraction to be a friendship. You can meet someone and be attracted to them.
Boys
still,
and girls can be just friends.
I'm
and
not
that's
saying just
it.
friends, but you can have a friendship inside of attraction.
Let me tell you the
do think
reverse.
that.
I met a
think it's
nice
possible.
Jewish woman today who
spitting on the
told
mic.
me that she met her husband, and 16 days later he proposed.
Mazel tov.
Wow.
And they've been married for 34 years. And I thought that
And
was
is
the
he
cutest
faithful?
thing. And she said 16 days later he proposed, and 9.5 months later they had their first child, and then 2 years later they had their second child, and they're still married. So they weren't best friends. They, it's almost like an arranged marriage. They didn't know each other that well.
I don't know what the
and they stayed
statistics
together.
are.
I just want y'all to know we about to wrap this sucker up in a minute.
Oh
'cause
wow!
I do
And
got to catch
Poetic Panther
to New
says
York City.
I do
Wow.
got to
Me too,
catch
because
my.
Christy's on the way to New York. Tangerine
No, New
is-
York City, she said.
Oh, New York City.
She
Sorry,
always says
Tangerine
Bahana.
is about to be on ABC, and Poetic
She's
Panther
pointing to you and
says.
saying ABC Tangerine. That's funny.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I called you Tangerine.
You did,
I'm
but
sorry,
it's okay.
honey.
That's a compliment.
She's pointing to
Yes.
Janora.
Janora is going to be on. I'm trying to do too many things at once, but I was told that Holly doesn't like sex that much. This came from a friend in Vegas.
That's what Eric Benet was saying. He was
And-
addicted to sex, and Hallie wouldn't give it to him that
Baby
much.
Teeth,
Whatever,
thank you so
Eric.
much. I want to shout out Baby Teeth,
And-
Jay Stokes. I got your comments. Thank you guys so much. This is
Baby
live.
Teeth or Baby T?
Baby Teeth. We have a
That's cute.
follower on Twitter called Baby Teeth.
Baby
Thank you
Teeth.
so
That's
much.
cute.
Sweet. And Greg Ellis gives a shout out to us. He
Greg.
said, "You ladies are beautiful and talented."
Thank you.
Thank you. And monogamous.
Poetic Panther says monogamy is possible only if the will allows you to remain so.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, we have to do some plugs and say goodbye because we've actually gone over our time already because we're having so much fun talking about cheating.
Yes, but you can visit our Facebook page, The Sistars, SISTARS, and continue the conversation.
Absolutely.
We do that every
Send us
week.
a tweet. Yes, we'd love to hear from you. Go ahead, Janora. Were you going to say something?
No.
Give us your
playing our
plugs. You're
music.
doing so
plugs.
much.
Yes, yay. Okay, I didn't want to rush that section.
It's all good. We're over time. Go ahead.
So yeah, Grey's Anatomy. I was on my second episode tonight. Very excited about that. And if you liked it and checked it out, we want that social worker to come back. So feel
We
free
do.
to write in the show
Yes.
or go to abc.com
Yes.
and post a
Say we want to see the
discussion. Tell them
social
to-
worker.
Yes. That would be fabulous. Monday, I'll be on the event. That's their season finale.
She is the season finale queen, ladies
I
and gentlemen.
am.
It's my girl.
Beginning is the end.
But most importantly, right now, what I want to plug, or at least ask for to our wonderful viewers, I am doing the AIDS ride, the AIDS life cycle ride
Yes.
from San Francisco to Los Angeles.
I donated.
Which is like a
Yes.
6-hour drive
Donate.
if you're not from here.
I need some love financially.
Yes.
So find
It's a-
Janora on
yeah,
Facebook.
it's a great cause. I need all my sisters even to donate.
I did.
Christy's the only one of my sisters
I will do
that
it
gave me
tonight.
some money.
Ouch. Did
I
she
will
just
do it
call you
tonight.
out?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna talk to you about how I feel about raising money for diseases. That's different.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yes,
But
yes.
donate to Janora.
Yes, please.
I give you some money.
Okay,
Right.
to fighthiv.org/go/Janora, or hit me up on Facebook and I'll let you know. But I would really appreciate it. 7 days on a bike.
Nice.
7 days
so
on a
proud of
bike.
you. That's amazing. Go. Are you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, Christy's on her way to New York City.
New York City, to the new Federal Theater.
Yes.
To,
40th anniversary, right?
40th anniversary for Woody King. Well, Woody King's theater. It started back 40 years ago, and it's been going strong. And all of the top black, I'm assuming all black, but not quite sure, but all of the top black theater greats came out of that place. So.
Absolutely. That's powerful.
Yeah,
that's going to be some great
Bring
stuff.
that energy back with us.
Yes,
I will.
All the greats
Then I'm going to go see some Broadway shows. I'm going to go see Chris Rock's show. And
all right.
Yeah, I'm going to make a stop in Boston.
Nice.
Yes.
So all you New Yorkers, show Christy some love while she's out there.
Yes,
And I have the press just came out on my new film. So if you Google me, Karen Ward, CarynWard, you can find me on PR Web and also Euroweb, EURWB, and you'll find a nice article on the show. I'm excited about it. I got a lot of great feedback on it. So yeah, thank you. What about you, Miss Tangerine?
I just shot a cute little skit for a new channel. Actually, the show is new. The channel is not. It's on the Speed Network on cable, so it'll be out in July. You'll see it. You'll laugh, and I'll tell you more details when they tell me when it's going to air. But of course, the thing that I created, wrote, produced, and star in, the Celibate Nympho Chronicles,
award-winning,
got kicked off of YouTube because it's so racy, which is funny because I've seen a lot of booty cheeks and things going on YouTube, but for some reason, my little web series was too hot for YouTube. So
and
I'm looking
it is hot, y'all.
Thank
it is
you.
hot.
I'm looking for a new home for it, but right now you can find it on my website, celibatenympho.com, starring Malik Yoba, Rodney Perry, Tony Rock, Wesley Jonathan. Celibate is it doesn't start with an S, first of all. CELIBATE, Nympho, NYMPHO. I'm gonna see if I can get it in that camera. Is it right there?
.com.
All right, cool. Celibatenympho.com. It's too racy for YouTube, y'all. So find it on my site.
So thank you guys.
Thanks
Thank you. Be back next week.
Baby Teeth is following me. What's up, Baby Teeth? I love that name.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Oh, yeah, and buzz you later. Yeah, what they said. Do that.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.